What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Litecoin today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. This comes to us at the request of Pink Universal Trader. We're doing this for you, my friend. $108. Don't expect these requests to always come out so fast either. It happened to work out tonight. Okay, I wanted to talk about LTC anyways, but here we are sitting at $108 right now. We did have a fresh breakout of this overall kind of consolidation phase we had here, right? We had this resistance point going back all the way over here, broke out of it, and now we're back testing it for support. The ideal situation would be, and it's not detrimental if this doesn't happen, but it would be nice if we can get the week. We have 3 days and 19 hours left to close above $113, and I very much do believe we're going to. The last time we were down here, we wicked up above. I bet we do close above that. That would just be nice, okay? It looks like we've broken below this line, and we kind of have, right? But I would argue, if we look at this for what it is, I think the actual resistance would be down here. I think this was a fake out. I think this was a fake out. And if we look back over here, you actually found support back over here, which is where it's kind of around where you're finding support now. Maybe I should put it at the weekly closing low. Yeah, right there. You're literally, the weekly closing low is where you're finding support on. It's also where you found resistance on, right? Both times. You had your fake out and then your fake out here. You were only up for 1 week. You were only up for 1 week, and then the next week you were down. So where this is different, right? Instead of finding resistance here, you're looking to find support here. So this, as bearish as yesterday might have seemed for Litecoin, moving down 13%, this is actually a really good place to find support and probably a really ideal area to buy. Relatively speaking, there's also relative areas of resistance and support down in this area. I like it. I think it's great, man. If we look at the 4-hour, actually first off, the daily RSI, you do have lower lows in your daily RSI, maintaining higher lows in the, oh, actually, is that lower lows? That is lower lows in the price. Okay, so I was going to say you had hidden bullish divergence, but you don't actually, technically. But that's not a bad thing. Just because you have lower lows doesn't mean that it's going to go down. But it defeats the purpose of the bullish sentiment I was trying to deliver with that metric. You do have higher lows overall in your RSI. You're kind of in this nice parallel log of a trend going upwards, right? We're on the extremes of that. Maybe it's more appropriate to draw it to like fit this. You know, maybe it's more appropriate to draw it to fit that, and we're on the outsides of it now, but we've been on the outsides of it before. At any rate, it does seem like we're positioned upwards. We're in the area that I would expect Litecoin to bounce from. We're also around the 40 area, which is a very nice area to bounce from just on any chart, and it is an area that you found a lot of lows in your RSI throughout this time. So if you're not at your low Litecoin, you're very near your low, but I do expect that you are at your low. I don't know why it's so hard for me to talk right now, you guys. Looking at the 4-hour time frame, bullish divergence, right? Oh no, it's not bullish divergence, damn. But whatever, you don't need it. It's bullish convergence, right? It's just like that non-hidden bullish divergence doesn't mean it's bad. Just because there's no bullish divergence here doesn't mean that it's bad either, or that it's good. We never know. But I think that you're finding support in the right areas. You are not getting overbought, but you're not getting oversold. It'd be nice if you could try and stay out of the oversold zone. I think that'd be really nice if you could hold these lows. If not, you know, maybe you do go a little bit lower, but I don't think you do. Like the lowest I'd give it would be like 99 bucks, man, right below 100 bucks if you were to go lower at all. But I think you're about to move up. Again, truthfully, I think what you're doing is you're breaking out of the zone, you're back testing for support, so you're about to rip is really what you're going to do. And when you rip, you're probably not going to find resistance until you hit about $232 to $279. So all that to say, man, this is the same message that I've given every single video basically that I've made today, is that it's a good time to buy. It's a buy the dip moment. It's an opportunity here at $108 that you're not going to see again for the rest of the cycle, right? And it's probably by the end of this week going to be well above its prices now. By the end of this month, well above. I bet by the end of the month you're above 200 bucks, man. I genuinely think that. By the end of January, potentially higher. But from an overall high to low here, the minimum target would be 172 to 202. Likely by the end of January, you're at 253 to 318. That's my expectations. Also, one last thing to end the video here. You look at the green line, right? The green line here is called it's the 123 moving average. Okay, so that means it's just like you take 123 of these bars, you get the average closing price. That's what it is. Okay, so sloping down here. Once it started to slope up, bull market, time to go. Right, we were on a weekly basis. From the beginning of this thing sloping up, which I would say probably started this week, we did not top in Litecoin until full 39 weeks later, a good part of a whole year there. Sloping downwards now, and here we are again sloping upwards. When did we start to slope upwards? Probably right there on this week, right? We were turning the beat around a little bit, but you didn't start sloping upwards until this week here. So right there, you topped off that time 21 weeks later, so 39, 21 weeks, right? A little bit different. Also, last cycle I think was weaker. So I think if I had any expectation at all, I would say that I expect Litecoin to be probably something more on par with this than on par with this. If it's not on par with this, then I certainly would expect that it is at least significantly larger than this, right? That's my expectation. Okay. And here we are, turning the beat around again, probably right, I would say right here. That's probably where you did it. So it would have been this week here. Would have been this week down here, right? Because I feel like that's, are you bullishly subbed? I think so. Well, maybe not. Maybe it was this week. Well, you're kind of running flat there. Let's just say this week, okay? Because whatever, semantics, who cares? But at the amount of time we're at now, we're at 9 weeks, okay? So even in your bearish case scenario, let alone your bullish case scenario, do you think Litecoin's dead? Do you think that we've got more to grow? I would think we have more to grow, man. 21 weeks would put us all the way out in March. I don't think the Litecoin tops off, and then 39 weeks would go all the way out until July. Man, I'm going to make that call right now. I think we're actually going to see a longer bull market in a sense than we've ever seen before for Litecoin. I don't think it's going to be 39 weeks. I don't think it'll be 21 weeks. I think that it'll be longer until we find our high. That'll be cool. But that was just the metric I wanted to end the video on, was just this green line, this 123 flipping upwards. It tends to mark a good beginning for the bull cycle for Litecoin each time. It's a lagging indicator, as all moving averages are, but it's still something to kind of, if you're scared, if you're holding your pillow, you're sucking your thumb, you got your teddy right next to you at night because you're scared about this 10% drop that we have right now, that we're finding support on previous areas of resistance, previous areas of support. If you're scared with that, hopefully this green line can help remedy that scaredness a little bit, in the sense that every single time it's been sloped up in Litecoin's existence, you've had a minimum of a 21-week period where you moved up, a next phase of 39-week period where you moved up, and I, C-Zar, your trusted oracle in the crypto markets. No, I'm not a prophet. I'm not an expert, and this is not financial advice. But where I'm saying that I think you're going to be, instead of 39 weeks till you find your high from the point of this thing sloping forward, I think it's going to be longer. I'm just saying you're 9 weeks in it now. There's no need to worry. You're likely going to go up higher in a very short amount of time. You're likely going to go up a lot. I would expect by the end of January, Litecoin's all the way up at about $253 to $318, if not more. By the end of January, that's what I'm thinking. Like, genuinely, guys, as crazy as it sounds, I'm probably the only person in crypto YouTube who's making this call right now. I don't think it's going to happen, but it's a very real possibility that we should all consider. Litecoin could be at new all-time highs by the end of January. It really could be. And if not, and I don't expect it to be by the end of January, I do expect more of that 253 to 318 range. But if we're not going to see new all-time highs by the end of January, then I definitely expect new all-time highs will be happening by the end of May, if not by the end of April. And with that, I'll leave you on some little bullish hopium. I'm gonna grind that bullish. Whoa, God. That was supposed to be a pepper grinder. I'm gonna do it way over here, man. Oh my God. We're grinding some hopium. No grinding, no grinder. Okay, we got to get away from whatever that is. No offense. If you use grinder, more power to you. Whatever. I'm not like that. It's just not for me. Okay. We're putting some hopium on there, and I'm going to sprinkle some Delulu, I guess. All right, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Hit that like button, subscribe. Bye.